The Grandland is competitively priced in most trims, and is well equipped and spacious enough for most families. However, it's hard to ignore the fractionally cheaper Skoda Karoq or more practical Kia Sportage, both of which have nicer interiors and are sharper to drive. Company car drivers who are in the market for a family SUV will find the hybrid Grandland models cost-effective. It wears Vauxhall's now all too familiar visor front end, and also gets a two-tone roof, sharp lines and a range of smart alloy wheels, which all help to give it greater road presence. The Grandland is available with the choice of one petrol, one diesel, or two plug-in hybrid engines. The entry-level 1.2-litre turbo petrol produces 128 bhp and is available with either a 6-speed manual or 8-speed auto box. One up is the 1.5-litre turbo diesel, outputting 148 bhp and available with the 8-speed auto only. The base PHEV gets a 1.6-litre turbocharged petrol engine, and e-motor setup for a combined 222 bhp, paired with an 8-speed gearbox. Vauxhall claims up to 34 miles of electric range and up to 192 miles per gallon. We've driven the 1.2-litre petrol with 6-speed manual box and both PHEVs to date. The standard petrol feels slightly cumbersome, with a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 10.2 seconds, meaning progress is fairly pedestrian. The base plug-in hybrid improves things somewhat. The auto box is smooth enough if a little slow to downshift, but the electric boost helps reduces the 0 to 62 miles per hour time to 8.9 seconds. There's little steering feel in both and it's not the smoothest of rides, pitching and rolling somewhat, but it's otherwise reasonably quiet and refined. It's unsurprisingly digital first in here, with base spec models getting a 7-inch instrument cluster and infotainment display, and upper spec models getting a 12-inch instrument display and another 10-inch infotainment touchscreen. Said setup looks fancy and it's functional enough too. The display in front of the driver is informative and easy to read, while the touchscreen is intuitive and responsive, allowing you to easily switch between sat-nav, media, and anything else you require. The cheapest Grandland you can buy, the 1.2-litre petrol with 6-speed manual in design trim, will set you back £29,470. Add £2,500 for the 1.5-litre diesel and 8-speed auto in the same trim. The base plug-in hybrid starts from £40,805 in 1UP-G's trim, and £45,700 for the GS. Around town it's pleasant enough, with its light steering and good visibility thanks to the high seating position. Ideal for ferrying the kids to school or the weekly supermarket run, in other words. The base plug-in hybrid improves things. It combines a 1.6-litre 4-cylinder engine with a 109 bhp electric motor for a combined output of 222 bhp and 265 pounds-foot of torque, which helps to reduce the 0 to 62 miles per hour acceleration time to 8.9 seconds. The auto box feels smoother than most, too, if a little hesitant to downshift. Where the 1.2-litre petrol weighs in at 1,930 kilograms gross, the PHEV comes in at 2,310 kilograms due to the added electric gubbins. Still, this does help to counteract the pitch and roll and leave it feeling better planted, giving you more confidence round corners. The steering too feels very artificial, but the new suspension setup at least offers greatly improved cornering ability, with body roll much reduced. As with the regular Grandland, however, the ride is also still too firm and leaves much to be desired. Every Grandland gets front collision warning with automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition, drowsiness detection, and cruise control as standard. One thing to note, blind spot visibility is almost non-existent. The third rear window is so small Vauxhall may as well have not bothered, while the chunky D-pillar, particularly on the passenger side, means you've absolutely no idea if there's anything lurking there or not. Blind spot monitoring comes as standard on top-spec Ultimate models, but it's well worth considering on lesser spec'd models. 3 abreast in the rear shouldn't be too much bother with plenty of headroom, but knee room is limited. It also feels quite dark back here, while the windows are quite high. Young'uns may complain about not being able to see out too well. Base spec models get a 7-inch instrument cluster and infotainment display, while upper spec models get a 12-inch instrument display and another 10-inch infotainment touchscreen for controlling the radio, sat-nav and such like. Thankfully it's not all screens in here. There's a row of shortcut buttons directly beneath the screen, including a handy E-mode button for adjusting electric power use settings, while Vauxhall has also seen sense and kept the knobs and buttons for adjusting the climate control entirely separate slightly below. Happy days! Wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come as standard, but there's just one USB port in the front and one in the rear, meaning if you're using your phone for navigation/music, other front seat passengers won't be able to plug in. Unless, that is, you've spec'd Ultimate trim, which comes with wireless charging. A quick reminder then, the cheapest Grandland you can buy, the 1.2-litre petrol with a 6-speed manual will set you back from £29,470, and the 1.5-litre diesel with an 8-speed auto from £31,970, both in entry-level design trim. The base 1.6-litre plug-in hybrid, paired exclusively with the 8-speed auto gearbox, is only available in the upper 2 trims, and starts from £33,820. The GS, which gets an additional electric motor and power boost, starts from £45,700. Monthly payments for the petrol start at around £385, rising to around £440 for the diesel, £580 for the base plug-in hybrid and £645 for the GS on a 4-year agreement, 10,000-mile yearly limit and £5,000 down payment. As standard, the PHEVs come with a 3.6 kilowatts charger that takes 3 hours 30 minutes to fully charge, while a 7.4 kilowatts version is a £500 option, which will charge in 1 hour 45 minutes. Using a 3-pin plug takes 5 hours 45 minutes. Entry-level design models get LED head and taillights, 17-inch alloy wheels, a 7-inch instrument cluster and same-sized touchscreen, Apple CarPlay/Android Auto smartphone connectivity, cruise control and front and rear parking sensors. The sportier-looking GS line features 18-inch black alloy wheels, a black roof and more black detailing. Inside you get a 12-inch digital instrument cluster and a 10-inch color touchscreen, AGR-certified front seats and 180-degree reversing camera. 1UP Ultimate highlights include 19-inch alloy wheels, adaptive LED headlights, plus body-colored wheel arches and cladding. Inside, there's Alcantara upholstery, heated front seats and steering wheel, and wireless phone charging. The top spec GS gets unique 19-inch alloy wheels, a tweaked rear diffuser, plenty of GS badging and sportier Alcantara trimmed seats up front, but that's about it.